For many years, AI tools like Claude, Gemini, and others have all struggled with enterprise data. And that's not because their AI models are bad. They are actually pretty good, as we all know. The problem is, enterprise data is actually pretty complex. Think of it. Different metrics, different definitions, all living in different places. All of that adds complexity. But something very important is happening right now. AI can finally interact directly with semantic layers, and that changes everything. So instead of companies connecting directly to raw databases, they can now expose governed business definitions through something called MCP. And that means more accurate answers, faster resolution to problems. So let me talk to you about a problem that companies face today when using AI on top of their data. Imagine you going to maybe Claude or ChatGPT and asking a question like, what was revenue last quarter? It sounds simple, right? Except that revenue exists in multiple places. Finance has one definition, sales has another one, marketing may have a totally different one. So what sounded simple is now very complex. AI basically doesn't know what is the proper definition. So that highlights the importance of having a semantic layer as an AI infrastructure, as highlighted recently by Gartner. This is where MCP comes in. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it's basically, think of it like a standard way for AI tools to connect to external systems. It's more like an USB-C for AI, if you think it this way. And the following demo, let me show you how that works in practice. Okay, so first things first, what you're seeing right now here is my semantic layer. I built this mosaic model, and it has a few dimensions like brand, product, category, and then I have like quarter. Of course, I also have my metrics. They are all the consolidating. This is all data coming from different systems, and now they are exposed as the simple or the single version of the two, or a semantic layer, in other words. As you can see here, I'm validating this model. I'm seeing the data, net revenue data for the following quarter. Let me go now to Claude and see how that works. All right, I'm here in Claude, as you can see here. So let me start querying my retail model, the same one I showed before. It lives in the World Demos project in that strategy environment. So I'll send Claude this request first, right? As you can see here, it will then establish connection to the environment, as you can see right now. As you just saw, it was able to read the following dimensions available in my model and also a few of the metrics available in there. So it's now up to me to start asking my questions, and that's what I'm going to do next. So here's the first question I'm going to ask. What was net revenue last quarter? Let's just do it this way and send the request. Later, I'm going to compare the answer with the mosaic model that I showed you before, with the semantic layer itself, just to make sure things are proper. So let's see. Quarter Q4, that was the net revenue. So let's compare. 21,731,000. Let me go back to my mosaic model. Oh, there we go. Proper number. That's great. And it also provides a few other interesting information here. Let me continue with the next question. Break it down by category, one of the dimensions in my semantic layer. I'm going to ask this question. Let's see how it works. There we have the results right here. Let me go back to my mosaic model or my semantic layer and check the results. So I just added category here. Let me just compare one. For example, electronics, 3.9 million. Let me go back to Claude. And here's the number. Claude actually gives me a proper graph as well. So that's great. It's working properly. Isn't that cool? And let me finish the demo with another question, maybe like now compare with previous quarter. So let's see how it works. Here we have it. All right, so these are the numbers. Of course, I want to validate this, so let me go back to my semantic layer, my mosaic model. and I'm showing both quarters, Q4 and Q3. So let me take again electronics, 3.9 million in Q4, and then 3.4 million in Q3. So let me go back to Claude and see the results. 3.4 in Q3, 3.9 in Q4. That's excellent. It actually goes beyond and show me the absolute change in here and then the percent change. That is just awesome, right? This is what we want from this integration layer. Of course, you can go back here to Claude and rename your chat. Let me just make it like AI plus semantic layer and save this chat right here. That is just so good, right? As you're seeing here, you can get answers right from your AI application. In this example, I just used Claude. Of course, I could be using ChatGPT, Gemini, any others. And by doing that, I reduce, or in some cases, I even eliminate the need to go and open a dashboard in Power BI or in any other tool. But of course, you need to open a dashboard, do more detailed analysis. You can certainly do that. But for me, let's say I'm an executive here, just willing to ask a specific question. I can get the answer right now coming from proper business definitions in a matter of seconds. That's really powerful. That's AI on top of a semantic layer. Okay, so let's pause for a moment. What we just saw is really important. No more BI tools in the middle. I mean, you can still leverage your BI tools. It's important to keep using or creating dashboards in some scenarios. I'm not saying dashboards are going anywhere, at least in my personal view. They still have a place in there. But the thing here is, right now, I can talk to my data via an AI tool, like I just did with Claude. Could be ChatGPT or any other. That's very powerful because if I need like quick answers to important questions like the ones we just saw, we don't need to set up anything or open any BI application or anything like that. We can get the answers we need right in front of our eyes. And that's really powerful. And not only this, we can get the proper answers, the right ones. So think about it carefully. Right now, most companies are experimenting with BI on top of data, and they are not getting any return on their investments. That's because they don't have the foundation, they don't have the context in place, they don't have a semantic layer. And that's something that is really important these days. So I hope this content here helped you understand the importance of connecting AI tools with proper governed business semantic layer or business definitions. What do you think about all this? Let me know your comments. Do you think this is important or not? I would like to hear your thoughts. Again, thanks a lot for being here in this channel. I strongly invite everyone to subscribe to my content, and I'm always looking forward to seeing you all in the next corner.